12:50 p.m. here in Simonton again is the rest for Eastern Caribbean. You're locked on to the Queen Press Sound here from 99.9. And this time, our menu sponsored by Courts St. Vincent Limited. Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
Just in time for the holidays, Quartz is saying you deserve it with its cashback rewards for customers.
It's beginning to look alive.
Shop from October 24th through to November 30th and receive Quartz cashback every time you shop. Plus, when you shop with Quartz Ready Finance, you get double the rewards. You can use your cashback rewards to purchase items for your home or special gifts for him, her, or the kids. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, only at Quartz. Offer valid with minimum purchase amounts. See in store for details. Conditions apply. Quartz, bringing value home.
Welcome back to WEFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, the Traffic Department of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force, the RSVGPF, via an official release, informed the general public that due to the opening of the new vegetable market, which is scheduled to take place at the Queen's Warehouse, opposite the St. Vincent Port Authority building on Thursday, November 17th, there will be a diversion to the flow of traffic in and around Kingston. Accordingly, the traffic arrangements would be as follows. At Bay Street, between Customs and Excise Building and the Port Authority building at James Street, the road would be closed to vehicular traffic between the hours of 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Motorists traveling from the direction of Cane Garden towards C.K. Graves Supermarket into Kingston would turn right onto Sharp Street in the vicinity of Cashways and continue towards Forester's Corner or the old Juicy Building. Make a left turn onto James Street, then a right turn onto Bay Street in the area of the KFC building. Traffic heading toward the direction of the cruise ship terminal from Cane Garden would take the normal route. Traffic traveling from the direction of Richmond Hill Public Road toward the cruise ship terminal would turn left onto Granby Street in the area of the Juicy Building, make a right turn onto Sharp Street, then a left turn onto Bay Street towards the cruise ship terminal. Traffic traveling from the direction of Kingston Post Office towards the cruise ship terminal would proceed straight ahead onto Granby Street towards the direction of BMC agencies, make a right turn onto Sharp Street, then turn left onto Bay Street towards the cruise ship terminal. The traffic department in their release noted that officers would be placed at different points to assist motorists and to ensure that there is a smooth flow of traffic. St. Vincent and the Grenadines has the greatest presence at the University of the West Indies, UWI, in the region. This is according to Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves while speaking on the Issue at Hand program. The Prime Minister said that only Trinidadians and Barbadians have greater numbers of students at the St. Augustine and Cave Hill campuses. We hear more from the Prime Minister.
At Cave Hill, the only students, nationality, which have more students than us there are Barbadians. At St. Augustine, only Trinidadians are more than Vincentians. At Mona, you have Jamaicans, Bajans, Trinidadians, and ourselves. We are significantly more at university, the West Indies, and any other country other than those from Trinidad, Barbados, and Jamaica.
The Prime Minister also said that the Prime Minister also said that they are attending the UWI through the Open Campus, noting that SVG's Open Campus numbers have now surpassed that of St. Lucia despite their larger population.
At the Open Campus, currently, you have the latest numbers I have are 834. You have the number in front of me at undergraduate level and 40 at graduate level, and just over 100 who do short-term courses, 3-month type courses. St. Lucia used to have the most students at the Open Campus. They have a population, they have 65, 70,000 persons more than us, population. But we have gone past St. Lucia in terms of the numbers at the Open Campus.
That was the Prime Minister, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves. Prime Minister Gonsalves noted that overwhelmingly the students that are pursuing studies at the UA Open campus are supported by the government, drawing reference to the over 900 tuition scholarships that were granted by the government earlier this year. Still on the local scene, Digicel SVG's customers can look forward to winning $100,000 in cash prizes this holiday season as they launch Pick and Win. It's the Christmas that keeps on giving at Digicel. That's why we've increased our rewards, allowing customers the opportunity to earn over $100,000 in cash and prizes this Christmas. Our Santa sack is stuffed with treats, and each week there will be something more for our customers, COO of Digicel St. Vincent, Brenda Barber-Charles said. Digicel introduced Pick and Win, the new gamified way to earn rewards in the My Digicel app, in store and throughout various communities. Customers will be rewarded with the chance to pick and win lots of cool prizes by switching to Digicel, buying a plan, signing up for home fiber internet, or paying bills in full and on time. Digicel will also be taking Pick and Win on the go and in the streets, as well as in select retail stores through its Pick and Give initiative. Digicel is enlisting the help of its customers to pick and give to its next community project for the new year. On to news in the region. The United States has placed travel sanctions on former Belizean National Security Minister John Berchman Saldivar for his alleged involvement in significant corruption. In a statement yesterday, the State Department alleged Saldivar accepted bribes for the improper acquisition of Belizean immigration documents and interfered in public processes for his personal benefit during his tenure as a government official. The sanctions mean Saldivar and his wife Darlene, along with their adult children Jonelle, Javon, and their minor child, are now barred from entering the U.S. The State Department said Section 7031, subsection C of the Department of State Foreign Operations and Related Programs Appropriate Act 2021 gives the Secretary of State power to place a travel ban on officials and their families once there is credible information of direct or indirect involvement in significant corruption or gross violation of human rights. Over 300 retirees in Grenada have been paid the outstanding pension and gratuity which was owed to them by the government. Grenada's Ministry of Finance said EC $44.1 million was paid to the first batch of pensioners. The government anticipates paying EC $75 million to 525 eligible retirees. The payment of these long overdue benefits symbolizes government's dedication to its transformation agenda that seeks to empower its people, make good on commitments to citizens, and be transparent in its governance of the country. Importantly, the retroactive payments also demonstrate our ability as a country to satisfactorily address our challenges, as difficult as they may be, once we set clear goals and work towards achieving them, the ministry said in a statement. Grenada's Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, Decon Mitchell, thanked the ministry's staff for their hard work to ensure the money was paid before November 30th, which was a deadline set by the government. On the international scene, NATO member Poland and the head of the military alliance both said on Wednesday a missile strike in Polish farmland that killed 2 people did not appear to be an intentional attack, and that air defenses in neighboring Ukraine likely launched the Soviet-era projectile against a Russian bombardment that savaged the Ukrainian power grid. Ukraine's defense was launching the missiles in various directions, and it is highly probable that one of these missiles unfortunately fell on Polish territory, said Poland's president. There is absolutely nothing, to suggest that it was an intentional attack on Poland, he continued. NATO's Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg, at a meeting of the 30-nation military alliance in Brussels, echoed the preliminary Polish findings, saying, "We have no indication that this was the result of a deliberate attack." The initial assessments of Tuesday's deadly missile landing appeared to dial back the likelihood of the strike triggering another major escalation in the nearly 9-month-old Russian invasion of Ukraine. If Russia had deliberately targeted Poland, that would have risked drawing NATO into the conflict. And finally, in sports, the inter-secondary school netball competition continued on Tuesday. In the junior division, the George Stevens Senior Secondary beat Sandy Bay Secondary 11-5, Northern Union Secondary lost to Mountain View Adventist 11-20, and the Central Leeward Secondary edged the Pitibidel Secondary 12-11. The win was much more comfortable in the senior division, as Central Leeward scored 39 to Petibidel's 14. Also in the senior division, North Union Secondary narrowly got past the Emmanuel High Mespo 21-20. In primary schools football, the Paget Farm government remained unbeaten with a sound 10-1 win over the Lomans Leeward Anglican School. Gideon Best scored 5, 4 goals from KJ Oliver scored, and Glennon Adams registered 1. Jamaria Gibson netted for Lomans Leeward. This has been WEFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WEFM's 3 p.m. News. WEFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
Always wanted a motorcycle, but they've been too expensive. I pass in on my way to work, and then boom, I see Courts have motorcycles outside. I'm excited. I get up one day, I go down, I spoke to this guy. I think his name was Sheena, this short, chubby little guy, you know. I purchased 2 bikes so far. It was the 150 SL and the 250 Dragon. This blue, beautiful AKT TT Dragon. This is my baby. I call her Becky. She gives me the best ride ever. My name is Storyboy Nick, and I live to ride my AKT.
Out with the old, in with the new. In the past, you complained when we failed. We listened and went back to the drawing board. At last, a new, fresh beginning. A fresh face, a new product. International Standard Metals A792 presents Galvaloon, an aluminum roofing metal, branded best used for roofing material, tested and proven to be of superior quality. Get wider coverage for the best prices on the island. We offer a variety of colors, including zinc sheets. Also, take advantage of our unique roofing patterns, U-panel, industrial, and crimp Spanish style. Visit us at the Diamond Industrial Estate. Call us at 784-456-9900 or email bmlsvg@gmail.com. Galvaloon, a product of International Standard Metals.
99.9, the heart and soul of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. WEFM is SUG.